Get ready for an exciting revelation about your beloved team. Dear fan, today we promise to stir your emotions because the news we're about to share will surely surprise you. We're committed to bringing fresh content every day, so show your support by hitting that like button on the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. The Green Bay Packers, led by Jordan Love, tasted success in the playoffs this season, and that experience has left them hungry for more. We've been there. We felt the sting of defeat and how close we were, Love told Sports Illustrated at the Super Bowl. We're excited. We're geared up for the next season. Love is coming off a sensational rookie season as the team's starting quarterback, during which he threw for over 4,000 yards and finished second in the NFL with 32 touchdown passes. But more importantly, the Packers won. They overcame a rough patch of 2 wins and 5 consecutive losses in December to secure a playoff spot. In the postseason, they defeated the Dallas Cowboys in the wild card round and put the San Francisco 49ers on the ropes in the divisional round. The team's energy never wavered, Love said on the Jim Rome Show. We always knew we were a strong team. We just needed to find ways to win those games, limit the mistakes, and simply find a way to come out on top. But everyone stayed together. There were no complaints, no pointing fingers. Guys came in and found ways to get better. I'm really proud of that. Get ready for a thrilling update, folks. A significant part of this turnaround has been Love's contribution. For much of the first half of the season, he ranked last in the NFL in completion percentage. During the stretch of 7 games from New Orleans to Pittsburgh, Love threw 8 touchdown passes against 10 interceptions, had 1 game with a rating over 100, and 2 games with at least 7.0 yards per attempt. With a record of 3-6 after throwing 2 late interceptions in the loss to the Steelers, it was fair to wonder if the Packers might be eyeing the 2024 NFL Draft to secure their next franchise quarterback. However, Love late in the season showed that he's the next big thing at quarterback. During the 9 games spanning from the game against the Chargers to the playoff victory in Dallas, Love threw 21 touchdowns against 1 interception, had 8 games with a rating over 100, and 8 games with at least 7.3 yards per attempt. Get ready to dive into an inspiring journey from Charlotte to the Green Bay Packers, Dubosa's NFL Odyssey. The road to the NFL is paved with perseverance, talent, and an unwavering pursuit of success. For Grant Dubose, this journey led from the Charlotte 49ers to the storied Green Bay Packers, marking a significant transition in his football career. This narrative delves into Dubosa's remarkable rise from college standout to NFL prospect, highlighting the challenges and triumphs encountered along the way. Grant Dubosa's journey from a Division II college athlete to a promising standout for the Green Bay Packers epitomizes the essence of perseverance and adaptability in professional football. His story, which blends hard work, strategic thinking, and determination to overcome obstacles, offers a compelling narrative of the challenges and victories faced by NFL newcomers. Grant Dubosa's journey from humble beginnings to collegiate success is a testament to his resilience, skill, and unwavering determination to reach the NFL. Starting at Miles College, a Division II program, Dubose encountered significant hurdles early in his career. Get ready to witness a journey fueled by ambition and determination, Dubosa's rise at Charlotte. The lack of visibility and resources at a smaller school didn't deter him, instead, it fueled his ambition to prove his worth on a bigger stage. His transition to Charlotte was a pivotal moment, providing him with a platform to showcase his talents to a wider audience. In Charlotte, Dubose quickly established himself as a standout wide receiver. His debut was nothing short of spectacular, with a 56-yard touchdown on his first target in a historic victory over Duke. Dubosa's contributions throughout his time with the 49ers were significant. In just 2 seasons, he climbed the ranks to become one of the program's top receivers, amassing impressive stats that placed him among the all-time leaders in receiving yards and touchdowns. His achievements were acknowledged with accolades, including second-team All-Conference USA honors, highlighting his development into a high-caliber player and potential NFL prospect. Get ready for an inside look at how Jordan Love led the Packers to victory over the Cowboys in the playoffs. After a slow start to the season, Jordan Love kicked into high gear and propelled the Green Bay Packers into the playoffs. He even dominated the Dallas Cowboys in the opening round, despite Dallas boasting one of the league's top defenses. Now, Love reveals how he guided his team to the surprising win. The Packers quarterback sat down with Micah Parsons to discuss the playoff game. Parsons asked Jordan Love about Green Bay's strategy for the matchup. Love laid it all out. "I think their biggest weapon is the quick pass. Great receivers out there too, but I feel like they rely on the quick pass, you know what I mean? When you have a great quick pass, you think as a quarterback you should get the ball out quickly. And so, we were able to take advantage of that by putting some chips on you, Micah Parsons, and slowing you down a bit. DeMarcus Lawrence, slow him down a bit too, but I knew I'd have to stand in that pocket, take some hits from you, take some hits from those guys. The guys we have at receiver, man, I was confident they'd go out there and do what they needed to against you DBs." Get ready for some intriguing insights as Jordan Love highlights the secondary as a weak spot in the Cowboys' defense. Trayvon Diggs was sidelined for the season due to an injury. Despite Dallas typically boasting a strong group of cornerbacks, Love's assessment seems valid as he completely lit up the secondary during the playoffs. With that said, perhaps the Cowboys should consider upgrading their secondary. As for the Packers, the management will likely continue building around Jordan Love, given that they have another franchise quarterback on their hands. Why the Packers would re-sign Keisean Nixon? Cornerback depth is a pressing need that Brian Gutekunst must address this offseason. Currently on the roster are Jaire Alexander, Eric Stokes, and Carrington Valentine, along with Zion Gilbert and Anthony Johnson, two players from the 2023 practice squad. Specifically, the Packers need someone who can fill the void. Where Nixon excelled defensively was in positioning to limit receivers to under 10 yards per reception. He also ranked 6th among all cornerbacks in stops last season, and during the final games, we saw Nixon utilized more as a blitzer. If the Packers head into 2024 with Alexander, Stokes, and Valentine as their top 3 cornerback options, it will be a strong trio. However, who will line up there if Nixon doesn't return? Anticipating the Packers' next move, re-signing Keisean Nixon. It's evident that the Packers can address this need in the draft, and even if they were to re-sign Nixon, it shouldn't impact how they add space at the cornerback position. However, having Nixon on the roster at least provides some stability rather than heading into the draft with nobody to fill that role, unless Alexander, Stokes, or Valentine shifts inside. Moreover, if the Packers find someone early in the draft to play nickel, Nixon will become a valuable cornerback option for the Packers, providing experienced depth at the position in case of injury. Green Bay's cornerback depth was severely tested last season. Not to mention, regardless of Nixon's role on defense, he will still be able to contribute as a dynamic return man. On his way to another All-Pro season in 2023, Nixon led the NFL in kickoff return attempts, total return yards, and finished 3rd in yards per attempt with 27.5. As the Packers bring Nixon back, his special teams prowess ensures the team will have someone who can make a significant impact next season, whether solely as a returner or also on defense. From a defensive standpoint, the Packers may potentially find a player of greater impact, and if they do so during the draft, it could also provide a long-term solution at the position. Nixon allowed a completion rate of 79% on 94 targets last season. As mentioned earlier, while Nixon limited receivers to 9.7 yards per reception, he didn't make many plays on the ball. Nixon totaled just 5 pass breakups, 1 interception, and was called for 5 penalties. He was the second most targeted cornerback in football last season, according to PFF. If the Packers' plan is to utilize Nixon as both a return man and a depth option on defense, it's quite possible that he could command a higher salary elsewhere if another team views him as both a return specialist and a defensive starter. Now it's your turn to engage with us. Drop your thoughts in the comments about the video, And as usual, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell.